Lee's Boxing Truth. So they had David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade press conference today. And press conference went pretty well. I thought we were going to see some back and forth between Demetrius Andrade and Benavidez, but we didn't see that. You know, it was mutual respect. The only thing that just got me was the way Demetrius Andrade was acting during the press conference. It was like, man, yeah, I it's good to see fighters respecting each other, but it was like he was more concerned pay-per-view, buy the pay-per-view, buy the pay-per-view. When I'm like, look, you need to be telling these guys that, you know, you need to be telling these guys that they're going to be seeing some of the best fighting that they've seen in a while, and that you're willing to, you know, risk it all. You're definitely not going to see the Jermell Charlo versus Canelo, but didn't see Demetrius Andrade say that. But one thing he did say that I did like, he's like, you know, we can't sit back here and wait for Canelo. And that's what a lot of fighters start to do. They start to wait for the big matchup. Oh, let me keep waiting, instead of fighting the person that's already available, but a lot of people don't want to take that risk. So hats off to Demetrius Andrade and hats off to David Benavidez, because I don't think this is going to be an easy fight for either fighter, because I feel that Demetrius Andrade can expose some things in David Benavidez, and I believe David Benavidez can expose some things in Demetrius Andrade. I just hope that this fight does pick up, you know, a lot of steam when it gets close. I'm glad that they're doing it right now, even though the fight takes place in another month and a half, but they're getting the names out there. Hopefully they can hit the certain circuits. Mike Tyson. I don't know if they can hit Joe Rogan. They definitely need to hit $1 million worth of game. Maybe Sway in the Morning, ESPN. You know, you got to make these rounds so people get the names out there. They need to be making these rounds like in the next week or so. So I wasn't really too impressed with the, you know, with the presser, but you got two guys who really like Benavidez. It just lets you know about Benavidez. He normally won't talk crazy to you unless you start with him. I rarely see him. I mean, well, what I see right now is see that he's not gonna go out after Demetrius Andrade unless Demetrius Andrade says something about him. So with that being said, do you feel that this fight will at least live up to the hype? You'll actually definitely get more action in this fight than you did with the Jermell Charlo versus Canelo fight. And I know what you're saying, you know, it's not Canelo's fight that fight went the way it did. That's all on Jermell, because when you got a fighter that's not willing to engage and, you know, wants to move around and avoid getting knocked out, you're going to get those results. So hopefully we don't get Demetrius Andrade like that once he feels the power. Hopefully he's one of those fighters that are willing to risk it and, you know, just let it go how it goes and always engage as much as possible, because people want to see an action fight. With that being said, Lee's Boxing Truth. Like, comment, and you know we're trying to grow, so subscribe to the channel.